Alright guys, Vost here giving you a unbiased, honest review of Fractured Online, a new sandbox MMO coming out right now in September of 2022. So, if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, should I get the game, yes or no? Yes, get the game. It's good, you'll have fun. It's like 25 bucks, don't worry about it. Enjoy. Alright, to get into it, so I've played a lot of MMOs. I played UO back in 1997. I played Dayak. I played Ashen's Call, New World, WoW, Darkfall, SWTOR, SWG. I played them all, okay? And I get into the mechanics. I want to understand the game. I want to understand the developers and what they're trying to make. And this game's really good. This game's cool. I would say it's an equal mix between Ultima Online PvP, Albion Online style movement, and a little bit of the crafting. It definitely has a lot of Valheim crafting. If you enjoyed Valheim, you'll enjoy the crafting in this game. And it has a big open world to explore. It's very interesting. You walk around and the mobs don't have health bars. You don't know if it's hard, if it's weak, what it gives, what spells they're going to cast. It's really cool. So you have to attack the mob just to even understand what it is. So it's very sandboxy. You know, I saw a guy from Monty Python the Holy Grail. His name was like Tim the Enchanter. And he had all fire spells. And he was just this crazy fire mage. And it made me laugh. Because you can get kind of RP in this game. I mean, there's a guild called Iron Bank, and the name of their town is Bravos. So it's got that sandbox feel that you just can't get in some other games. Let's start with the crafting system, because that's important. The crafting system is usually the backbone of the game and players' enjoyment. And I'll reference New World here. The crafting in New World was so grindy, and it was so tedious, and then you could actually craft the gear, and then you would get no reward when you were actually crafting. So in this game, it's very rewarding, it's engaging. The resource management and the resource areas are very important. They will definitely be fought over and controlled by big guilds or PK guilds, so that's something to look forward to. The next thing I want to talk about is the armor and weapons. These devs are sharp. They know what they're doing. They took the gear and they took the weapons and they designed just a plethora of builds that you can have. I mean, you can have a Blood Knight, a Frost Cleric. You could have you know, Poison Rogues and Fire Archers, and you know, I said all normal things that you're used to, but they use D&D style spells, and everything has dice rolls. So for instance, luck in this game doesn't affect loot drops, but it does affect the dice rolls of everything that happens to you. So every time you attack, every time you dodge, every time you cast spell, it's all dice rolls. So luck suits in this game will be really cool, and they'll be really valuable. They're also a pain to get because you gotta go kill rabbits for all their fur. So similar to most sandbox game, everything has a purpose, nothing's wasted, which is pretty cool. The spells are really interesting. They have a couple types of damage. If you're into playing a mage, you got your fire, ice, which is normal. Then you have poison, acid, shock, and energy damage. Really cool. The mages, I'm playing a pyro mage, I guess you call it, and it's really fun. I like it. The next thing I think I should talk about is the PvP. The PvP is engaging. It's a lot of heals, it's counters, it's fought over large land masses. It can be quick and bursty in some instances, but group versus group battles in this game are going to be absolutely awesome. Maybe even ZVZ style in Albion to a smaller scale. So the PvP is something to look forward to, something I'm excited about at launch. know, those are the good things. Those are things to look forward to. Let's talk about what's not good. What's not good is the responsiveness of your character movement. It's a click to move game, right? WASD, you can't use it. It's disabled by the devs. They might enable it in the future, but you're kind of walking around. It's kind of janky. I use the word janky. It's not smooth. You click around. Sometimes your character gets stuck on rocks. Sometimes it doesn't get stuck at all, and it's amazing. You just have to slow down a little bit. It's not as responsive and as fast as Albion Online, and it's not as responsive as a first-person style MMO. It's more of a slower paced movement. You don't need high APM for this game. You just need to kind of sit back and enjoy the game. The other thing that I don't like is there's no quality of life. There's no like loot all button. There's no move all your gear from your bag to the bank. Everything's click and drop. There's just no refinement. The devs obviously making the game with just a couple people. This is an indie developer. They had a lot to do, and those things that they need to clean up, that's what's going to hold them back from, you know, having a good game to a great game. So my main complaint is it's a little janky, it's a little unresponsive at times, but it still plays good, it's still smooth. Overall, I'd say the game's great. Get it. 4 out of 5. That last star, you know, they need to do some work on the UI and some quality of life things. But other than that, it's a good game. I'm gonna have fun playing it. Being solo is kind of difficult. I would recommend playing with a group of players, either small or large. You need 20 people to start a city, so if you have a guild of 20 or more, you'll be fine. But if you have a group of 5 or 6 people, you're gonna have a lot of fun in this game. It's something new, it's something refreshing. There's this magic that this game has where you go out into the world and explore, and you're not looking up wikis or watching these, you know, what the hot meta video is. This is a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want in it, and they really let the creative freedom loose in this game. So I suggest getting it. Go to their website, get it on Steam, and enjoy, guys. Let's see you in game.